I'm back in the kitchen. It's time for breakfast. It's time for breakfast. It's time for breakfast. Ooh, It's breakfast time, y'all. Time, y'all. Time, y'all. Time. Y'all. Hey, y'all. I'm back in the kitchen. It's breakfast time. Got my shoulders covered. So let's go ahead and put on my apron. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Would you be mine? All right, I am back. You know, at this point, it's just one thing to do, and that's moisturize. Come on, let's do it. Moisturize. Let's do it. Let's do it. Moisturize. Come on, come on, come on. These little things, y'all. Moisturize. Come on, moisturize, moisturize. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. Oh man, look at that. Nothing like moisturizing your lips, making sure you don't have dry lips. When you have full lips, you can't be walking around, looking like your lips looking ghostly, while the rest of you is looking all melanated. Now we have a theory here on the Rick Younger Low Budget Morning Show that everything tastes better in a Rick Younger Show mug, but we are not ones to rest on our laurels. So we're gonna test that theory before we go any further. Oh baby, don't go any further. All right. There you go. Ooh, that good coffee. The Rick Younger Show mug delivers yet again. Deliver. Had like a coffee ground up under my nail. That might mean it's time to maybe clip a nail. I don't know. So anyway, it is Monday. It's a bright and sunny Monday here in New York City. How's it in your part of the world? Feel free to let me know. Let me know, let me know, let me know. So what does it got to do today? I got to go to the post office. I got to move the car. I've been doing my 10-minute abs. Who knows? Maybe I'll even go to the gym in addition to my 10-minute abs. But I don't know. But I've been getting a lot of steps here lately. Each one ordered by the Lord. Amen. So yesterday was Mother's Day. I did not see my mother. Oh, I did see her on FaceTime. Yeah, my mother's in Baltimore. But I did take her to breakfast last week. So I guess that was something, right? That's something. Yeah. So happy Mother's Day to everyone. Mothers, fathers, no mothers, aunts, uncles, whatever. I just want you to have had a happy day on that day, no matter who you are and what you do. All right. So, y'all are probably wondering, but what? I'm going to make an omelette, something. That's right. Now that I found out that when you put a couple of different meats in there, that's a farmer's omelet. I guess that's so you have enough strength to work on the farm. So that's what I'm doing. Ain't gonna work on no farm, no. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. How you gonna get it? What if I ain't gonna get it? What girl? You want this? How you gonna get it if I ain't gonna get it? Oh, won't give it and I won't feel guilty. Won't give it and I won't feel guilty. Yeah. So let me show you my innards and my honors. Look at that. We got the sausage. We've got the mushrooms, peppers, cheese, spinach. Hallelujah, little spinach. And, of course, the bacon. All bitted up. With these hands I will cling to you. I'm yours forever and a day. With these hands I will bring to you a tender love as warm as May. With this heart, I'll provide for you long after stars have lost their glow. And with these hands, I'll provide for you. Should there be a stormy sea, I'll turn that tide for you. And I'll never let you go. That's right. That's from The Temptations, In a Mellow Mood with These Hands. It's an album of standards and show tunes and things of that nature. Jackie boy, I'm good, Jackie boy. Good morning, Tanya. So good to have you. Welcome into my kitchen. Light of the world, shine on me. Love is the answer. Shine on us all, set us free. Love is the answer. All right. I'm trying to wave at people, and they say, you trying to, I hate when they put things that shouldn't be close to each other. Like the fact that the laugh emoji is next to the heart emoji, because that's a little bit of a problem when you trying to say that you love something and you wind up laughing at it. And what if you don't realize it? People are like, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing at me? No, I loved it, but it's laughing and love. It's right there beside each other. Good morning, Jeanette. Yeah, and also like the ability to wave at someone when they come into the into the kitchen is right beside that thing where you can block a person or report them. Like, can you imagine? I recently said something inappropriate to someone by mistake because they had one of those polls that you can put in your story, and I was trying to swipe on, and I hit something where I said something way inappropriate, and I'm like, it was something. It was like one of the options was kind of rude, so I was like, but I would never pick that option or an option. I don't ever participate in the polls to begin with. Anyway, the next day I wake up and they had responded like they were upset. I had to write back, look, I don't know what I sent to you as far as a response to this, but I clicked it by mistake. They were like, oh, okay. Because I know sometimes things get lost in translation. I'll give you an example. Years ago, I think the year was 2014, I did a stand-up comedy show, Access TV, Gotham Comedy Live. And I noticed that all of my black comedian friends, whenever they were on the show, whenever we were on the show, we would close the show. It's like, unless there was more than one. I mean, if there was more than one black person, definitely one of the black people closed the show. But the only time you were black and you didn't close the show is if you were on a show with another black person, and that other black person probably closed the show. So I have a friend. We went to college together, and she was I think she was based in LA at the time. I think she's still out there. So when she was on the show, I saw that they had her closing the show, and I said, I see they had you in the black spot too. And she responded as if I was insulting her. I was like, no. It's like, it's common knowledge amongst me and my black comedian friends here in New York that whenever the black people are on the show, they put us on last. And that's not just on the show that is broadcast on cable, but also like on the shows. Most of the time we wind up going last. And I had to call her like, look, first of all, you've known me since college. What makes you think I would try to insult you? But no, this is. I'm sorry. I assumed that this was a common thing that all the black comedians talk about, not just those of us here in New York. I don't know what y'all do in LA, and so I wound up having to apologize for any misunderstanding. But yeah. Sometimes things get lost in translations is the moral of the story, especially anytime you're doing some texting or any of these social media type things. But now what I'm finding that sometimes people have a hard time wrapping their mind around things and understanding things when it's spoken. Because I recently made a post because Smokey Robinson was recently accused of sexual assault, and I kept seeing people automatically calling the woman who made the accusation a liar. And I was like, how are you going to just automatically decide that anytime a woman makes these accusations against a celebrity that the woman is lying? I'm like, I love Smokey. I hope he didn't do it, but I don't know Smokey well enough to stake my reputation and my word on whether he did or didn't do it. And I'm not going to automatically accuse a person I don't know of lying over another person I don't know, just because I enjoy their art. And I'm telling you, the comments that I've been getting, I'm like, what? Have you not? Have you go back and watch the video again and listen beyond the point where you got offended and decided to automatically respond? Like one person, a friend of mine who's actually in Radzar with me, he was like, you might want to be careful as a comedian and an actor, because I'm sure you would want someone to give you the benefit of the doubt. I said I did not tell people to not give people the benefit of the doubt. I was just telling people to not automatically accuse women of lying when it comes to sexual assault and rape accusations. First of all, statistics show that most of the time women aren't lying. Most of the time, women don't even report stuff because they know what they're going to be treated like. They know they're going to be called liars. They know that anything that people think is, out of bounds, they're going to bring up. They're going to bring up the fact that you went streaking in college. Well, why would a woman who ran around naked in college have a problem? And how would she not expect something to happen if she went to a hotel room at a certain hour? It's like, look, it's like that. What all these things people, it basically they bring up all these things, makes it so it's like, is it really worth my time and problem to further get traumatized by people attacking me just for making the accusation? Like, I want to move on and heal because I know that there's a very good possibility that the person I accuse is not going to have to pay. Carter Miner, are you still out there? Yeah, let me know. Want to know what's going on with you, my young brother. All right, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get this pan started. Said I want to get breakfast started. I got to get breakfast started. Said I want to get I got to get said I wanna. So I'm going to turn this on. And my first step, we were 5 steps. My first step is putting the peppers in the pan. Peppers are a good starter. They also kind of let you know. It's like peppers are like a couple of things that I can make an analogy for. Pepper is like a leadoff hitter on a baseball team. They're gonna go out there, feel out, pitcher, let us know what's going on. Trying to get things started on the right tone. Need a quality leadoff hitter. Peppers are also like the first joke in a comedy set. It's like now, it gives you an idea of what the crowd might be like. And like you also, some people have a first joke that like, this lets me know where to go from here, what kind of crowd they are. And like if they people respond a certain way, I know that that type of crowd, and this is blam what I'm going to do. Others are like, I just do that joke to kind of give people an idea of what I am like. So that's the peppers. The peppers are like, they let me know the heat of the pan. Let me know if some sizzle's going on. Moret, is that you? That's right, my college roommate, Moret Brown Clark. Gospel artist, award winner, person who touches lives and hearts. living in her calling. That's Morette. You know, if you've enjoyed her music, just know that she is a wonderful person. You know, just like, you know, very talented. And one of the things that I love about Morette, very cool. Very cool. Oh my goodness, Tanya, yes indeed. Tanya said, how great has the weather been? I'm going to say 11 on a scale of 1 to 10. That's right. Oh my goodness, yesterday morning, took Hershey to the dog run. Lola went with me. Lola loves going to the dog run. It's like it gives her access to countless dogs. It's like she has not just one dog in her life, but every one of the dogs. She's petting dogs. She's giving dogs water. She's ripping and running. She's throwing balls to the dogs. She's like, oh, Daddy, this is the greatest. I was like, see, you don't need a dog. We just come to the dog run and you play with these dogs. How's that sound? Play with these dogs. It was like we were living Go Dog Go. You know, how many of y'all remember the book Go Dog Go? And you know what happens at the end of Go Dog Go? All the dogs end up at a dog party. Big dogs, little dogs, white dogs, black dogs, red dogs, yellow dogs, green dogs, blue dogs, all at a dog party. I also like the B plot where the dog with the crazy hat keeps coming around saying, do you like my hat? And the other dog is like, no, I do not. She's like, goodbye. And at the end, she comes up, do you like my hat? He's like, I like that hat. I like that party hat. Yeah, that is a nice party hat. Now we talking. I think those two finally got their thing together, you know. That's if you can get it together. To Google. Woo-hoo-hoo. I hope y'all mind if I talk to y'all for a little bit about this woman of mine. Like back in the 70s, everybody wanted to talk about that woman of theirs. My woman, that woman of mine. Can I talk to y'all about this woman of mine? You could tell that woman was getting on his nerves, whether it was warranted or not. The moral of the story was that his nerves had been gotten on. Now, he might have brought it on himself, but he's like, let me tell you about this woman of mine. Oh, we complaining about the things that she ain't got. The things a girlfriend's got. She want me to go out and get them for her, you know? But girl, I can't be in two places at one time. If you think you're lonely now, oh, wait until tonight, girl. If you think you're lonely, yeah. That's if you want to keep your thing together. Now listen. Do the thing to keep a smile on the face. Do the things that make her feel better every day. Man, you got to stay on your P's and Q's. If you don't, the woman you could easily lose. Whoa, I had love, true love, and I lost her. No one can help me tell the pain that the love caused me. Oh, the woman got to have it. She got to know that she's needed around. When you kiss her, you gotta make her feel it. You gotta make her feel it, y'all. Every time, boy. There's no time that she should not feel it. She wants to know that she's not walking on shaky ground. See, I be in trouble with the bass. That's why the Lord said, no, you can't play the bass, Reed. You be getting into too much trouble. I just be rolling around. I've been just have my bass with me like at all times. I'd be like, remember like in Purple Rain, Prince just had his guitar hanging off his back. He's riding on his motorcycle. It's like, man, you gonna put that thing away? No, I need got to know it. Coffee Mama, good morning. Good morning, Coffee Mama. Now it's time to crack some eggs. All right. Now, I have noticed, well, I don't know if I've noticed, I know that here in New York, this is what I mean to say, here in New York, we are now composting is like becoming, you gotta they're requiring you to compost. I don't know how they're gonna enforce that. I guess they're gonna rummage through your trash. Aha! I see you know. But anyway, composting is the thing. Is that happening in other places as well? The composting? I guess my first question is it become a popular thing? And also, is it become required where you live? Only thing is, it's like, kind of, sometimes it's hard to keep track of the composting. Or, like, as you try to accumulate stuff for composting, you're like, where do I keep all of this food refuse while I'm trying to accumulate enough food refuse to make it worth my while to go to the composting spot, you know? There's one thing about New York living, it's very easy to get critters because of all, not required vision carrier. It's like, but is it gaining popularity even though it's not required? Or is it still a fringe thing? Yeah, it's kind of hard sometimes. Like, do you keep your food refuse in the refrigerator so it's not to have it out in the open for pests and critters to be attracted to? Because I'm telling you, that I knock on wood and whatever other things you say in the hopes of keeping things that are good things continuing to roll. I had a period of time in this building where it was like the critters were going crazy. Well, the pests were going crazy, not the critters. I never had any critter problems, just pest problems. And then, so I was, every time the exterminator came to the building, I was making sure they was coming up in here, spraying and giving me all kinds of things. But anyway, then one day I looked up, I was like, man, I've noticed I haven't had to kill any pests. But I'm like, I don't know how long we could keep having compost sitting around before that becomes a problem. What say you? What do you say? What do you say? What? All right. Let me go ahead. Can you feel the heat? Can you feel the beat and the heat? Last night I watched that Motown Hitsville documentary again. It originally aired on Showtime, but I found it on YouTube, which I've been doing a lot of YouTube watching lately. Because there's a lot of things on there now. Like, remember A&E Biography? I bet you anybody you can think of who had an A&E Biography, you can find it. You can find it. You can feel it when you drive it. All right, I'm putting in the cheese. I got my cheese, y'all. I got my cheese, yeah. Give me cheese, y'all. Give me cheeses. Assorted cheeses. Give me cheeses. All right. So we got some things going on. What's going on? I'll wait by the phone. All right, going to add the sausage and then the bacon. Gonna farm it up. Now, after I finish this, I'm gonna have to keep moving because I gotta move my car alternate side of the street parking. I got my car on the Monday side. So the sausage. Do that here. Little sausage. Very, very good. Very, very cheap. Oh, it goes 1 pound fish. Very, very good. Very, very cheap. Cheapy, cheapy, good. Cheap, 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 cheap. 1 pound fish. All right, now we're going to add the bacon. And guess what, y'all? I'm not even going to have y'all in suspense. We are going to have pears on the side. I want my pie. Bye, bye, baby. Bye, bye, baby. Do, 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 more to go. Oh, yay. My weekend was pretty good, Coffee Mama. Thanks for asking. Yeah. Just, I spent a lot of time with my kids. And Hershey was here. Rory is making great strides with dogs because of Hershey. The other day, Rory comes into my room with Hershey's leash. It's like, let's take Hershey to the dog run. That's right, Rory initiated an activity with Hershey. All right, remember, one of the reasons that Hershey's been coming around is to help Rory get over fear of bigger dogs. He doesn't have a problem with little dogs, just big dogs. But anyway, so he came and was like, let's take Hershey to the dog run with the leash. And then I was like, do you want to put his leash on him? He said yes. I then taught him how to put Hershey's leash on him. And then we went to the dog run. Then we get to the dog run. Rory, for the second time ever, comes inside where the dogs are. He usually just stands outside the gate and watches. But for the second time, he comes inside. He actually interacts with a dog that is not ours. So yes, so that was a wonderful part of the weekend. Rory was in a particularly loving daddy mood this weekend. Because Rory still to this day will periodically ask, can he get on my back, like for a piggyback. Now, mind you, Rory is like 5'10", 185. I've only got him, I am 6'1", like 205. And that might be, I'm somewhere between 2'5" and 210 right now, trying to get it down. But anyway, look at that, look at that. And he likes to climb on my back. I'm like, and I keep telling him, you can't just jump up there. And most of the time I'm saying no, but I'm like, all right, I will let you climb up on my back. But one time. But yeah, so he was doing some climbing on my back. He was interacting with the dog. So yeah, it was a great weekend. It was Mother's Day weekend. So of course, when you got kids, you got to help them get their Mother's Day things for their mother. So did that. And so yeah, but that's what I think with me, it's like another gift to mother is, all right, you don't have to have, you can have the kid, you had the kids on Mother's Day, but the day before Mother's Day, they'll stay with me. We do that a lot on holidays. Like they'll be with me before like a big day. But of course, for Father's Day, I'll probably get the night before and then have my kids with me, or either have them the night before and not have them the night of. Anyway. Pears on side. Oh, that's a juicy one. I like my pears like I like my women. Juicy and pear-shaped. Look at that. All right. Yeah. Let me show you one last time this delicious breakfast of mine. All right, it's cleanup time. So now is the time. If you got a request, make it be known because I don't have a lot of time to tarry. It's 11:09. I got to move the car by 11:30, which means I'm probably going to have to actually get into this meal after I move the car. Because to me, what? MC means move the car. Yes, it does. Now, I don't know how many of y'all have MGM Plus, but the show, The Godfather of Harlem, um, starring Forrest Whitaker as Bumpy Johnson, comes on Sunday. Oh, yes, yes, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. Watched that this morning. Yeah. All right. Let me peek in to see if y'all have any requests. Yes. Rory, like, go Hershey. What about me? No, but yes, go Hershey too. He's like, I feel like we a team, me and Hershey. That's what Rory said. I mean, that's not what he said, but I'm just saying. He's probably thinking that. But yes, yes, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with what Holland Dozier Holland, the songwriting producing team from Motown, that did a lot of hits. They did a lot of hits on the Four Tops and the Supremes. And of course, it consists of two brothers, the Holland brothers, and Lamont Dozier. So Brian and Eddie Holland. And I'm telling you, these men look like twins, but they are not twins. They're brothers. So if you get a chance and you don't know what they look like, Google Holland Dozier Holland and look at the Holland brothers. One was born in 39, the other one was born in 40. And it's like, man, I was like, because I'm always like, whenever I see them, I was like, they're not twins. It's like they look so much like twins till you forget, even if you knew they weren't twins, you forget that you knew they weren't twins. Yeah, it's like, yes, Holland Dozier Holland, yes. Baby, baby, where did our love go? Yes. They tell the story of, and they work, I think they work with like the Marvelettes too, and, back at Motown, you got as many assignments as you wanted when you were getting hits. But, for the most part, you would stick with who y'all, once you get a good combination going there. So, like Smokey had the Temptations for a while, but Norman Whitfield wanted to get something on the Temptations because him and Barrett Strong used to do a lot of things together. So there was always this battle. It was like a healthy competition. And so, Holland Dozier Holland, Where Did Our Love Go? This was back when the Supremes didn't have any hits yet. And so they were trying to, he tried to give the song to the Marvelettes. The Marvelettes didn't like it. And then so he's trying to give it to the Supremes. The Supremes didn't like it either. And Diana Ross like, I'm telling Barry. So Barry comes into the studio. He's like, what? It's like, I think we got something here. So they're like, all right. And they did it. And that was the song that catapulted them. They became the face of the organization, of the label for a minute. It was like them and the Temptations. It's all right. So there we go. That's the breakfast. Now I'm getting ready to get on out of here because, like I said, I got to move the car. Now it's 11:13. All right. So, yeah, y'all. We'll get on out of here. Y'all know how we do. We started it back in the day. We've kept it going. That's why we've been speaking positive things into our lives, saying things as though they are, even if they're not that way yet, because we are constantly on that journey. So, for example, my affirmation is I am Rick Younger, world famous leading man, award-winning actor, groundbreaking comedian, Broadway star, and legend, and I get paid very, very well to do what I do. But I'm not. It's not, I can't just say it. I gotta get up, get out, and do the things to make it a reality. So figure out who you are and what you're gonna do and make it happen. So I want to thank y'all for coming in and showing me the love and allowing me to show the love to you. But more importantly, I want you to take the love we've gathered here and go out and spread it. Spread it like Nutella, like butter, like cream cheese, whatever you spread. Vegemite, jam and or preserves, mayonnaise and or mustard. All right, let's do this. Spread love. Ba ba da ba ba do do do. Spread love. The truth is now the skies are sad. Love could open any door. Oh, but I wish we had much more. Love is what we need. Bang, bang. All right, y'all know where to find me. Rick Younger, at Rick Younger. I'm on Blue Sky, Threads, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube.com/Rick Younger, Facebook.com/Rick Younger page. Or Google me. I'm the first 6 to 12 pages of Rick Younger on Google. It's time to say goodbye for now. We'll have our second time around. But before you go, there's something I want to say. Everything's not what it seems. There's a stronger force behind the scenes. He's in our lives every day. He's right there when we call. In him is where my strength lies. I lift my eyes beyond the sky. Cause only he can save my life and only he can hear my cry. I wanna thank you, God, for giving me one more chance to raise my voice and to sing your praise. I sing it out loud. I sing it all day. This song is my prayer. I give to only you. I know it can't compare to a gift from you. You gave me your love. You gave me your son. Now I say amen.